Hello guys, this is a coding, what? So this is basically a scripting tutorial. So I have like a random game right here. The Roblox random number generator. I cut it off because that's too long. This was made by me, I just made this. I'm going to show you how to script a button. When you click it, basically gives you a random number. So click, gives you a random number. Basically, I'm going to show you the code to get a random number. So first, if you haven't already, download Roblox Studio. I forgot how to get this. I think you just go to Roblox Studio, Roblox Studio. Click this, then click Start Creating. Since I already have Roblox Studio, you want to click this. Hello Infinite. So now when you open your game, you want to just open any base plate you want, any place, any template. So I'm just gonna open flat terrain. So you can really do this any way you want, but first thing you want to do is go in your starter GUI and insert a screen GUI, then go to your screen GUI, then insert a text button or an image button. If you want to use the image button, if you have an image for the image button, then yes, it'll all work, I guess. Then the text button, it has text. So I'm just gonna quickly make my text button look a little good. So I'm just gonna kind of make a little bar at the top up of that. So maybe I should make this like a health display. But anyway, I'll do that in a different video. So first, you have a little button. So now go to your text button and make it anything you want. I'm just gonna make it flag. Go to my text. Go over here. And then if you want it to look good, if you want it to have it scaled, then make sure to put text scaled on, or else it's just really small. And then change the name to anything you want. Then change it to random number. So when you click this, it'll be a random number. But first, I need the random number. So first, you're gonna enter a local script. Then, so I'm gonna type in. So do local, or you don't need to put local if you want it to be if you don't want it to be local to the script. You can just do button equals script dot parent. I have not tested this before, but I believe that would be able to be used. Okay, well, I'm gonna. Okay. I think it's still local to the script, no matter what. I don't remember. So I'm just gonna quickly do local so this does not break. Okay, so do a local button. Local button equals script.parent. So now, button is the text button. Make sure it says that. And then dot activated, which is a function. Oh my god, which is an event. And then connect that to a blank function. Basically, a blank function has no name. Right here. So, first, I'm just going to quickly steal a little leaderstats script from this. I coded a leaderstats script. So I got in my server script service. Do this. Control C. And now I'm gonna go over here. They own a server script service. If you want what I'm doing, then copy this code. It's to get a leader stats, and make sure you spell leader stats with like lowercase l. You have to have it like exactly leader stats, or else it doesn't work. You have to name it leader stats. Okay. So now, so this thing is called a random number. This will be assigned to every player. So if I do like, so button dot text, not dot transparency, dot text equals button dot text equals game dot players dot local player. This is why you need to insert a local script, or you cannot get the local player, since leader stats is not in players. It's in, well, yeah, it's in players, but then you go to local player. You go to the closest, the script, the player that the script is running for. Play local player dot okay, yeah, dot leader stats dot, and then you have, if I name this like random number, I have to spell it exactly the same. And if you do it like local like random number, just like maybe all lowercase, you have to do it by the name, since this will be the name of that of that of that of the instance. So you have to, so if you did like random number dot name, this name that you assigned it will be what you type in after leader stats. Then dot value. It might not, nothing will show up, but it does work. Okay, bond.text equals leader stats dot value. So now I'm just gonna, so we need a little script to increase it. So I'm gonna do, so after this button is activated, I wanted to make it, I'm just gonna copy and paste this. Control C. Oh wait, there's that. That's gonna equal the same thing plus 1. Equals leader stats dot value. So this is just a little sense of that. So the value of the leader stats will be the value of the will be the name of this. So how many times you've clicked it. Don't mind my avatar. I don't know why this is my avatar. Anyway, after you do this, maybe you want a random number, like .text. So you'll see this. This is basically just, you don't need this anymore. Delete that. Button.text equals math. It's a library of math functions, which is a bunch of numbers. If you do random, math.random. So set what number, the range of numbers you want. 100. I want 100 through 10,000. Is that 10? Yes. Might be naive my brain. Hold on. No. So this would choose a number between 10,000. So now I would probably want to change the name of this to clicks. And then I have to change this. Again, clicks. And then clicks. So that's how much times you clicked it. So also, by technically using that same knowledge, and just, you could just button.text, you can just add a text label, and when you click that button, so let me quickly show you guys. So if I go to screen GUI and get a text label, I'm gonna put that right here. So I'm gonna keep that button variable. So I'm just gonna do this like this. just that there's gonna be this thing is gonna look horrible. But okay, so now I'm gonna go just to text label and change my text color. I'll also get text scaled so it doesn't. Okay, so label, I'm just gonna change this to nothing right now. Actually, I'm just gonna change that to output. Just gonna change that to out. Okay, that looks extremely weird. Okay, output. So that's the output of that random number. So I'm going to get another variable, local output equals script dot parent dot text label. So, and then I just change this to output dot text. And then if I do this, it should work. Yes. Just change to a random number. So that's basically how you do it. It's pretty simple. And yeah. It's basically this. I don't know which one I was aiming for here to like show what the activated function or show the math function. I guess both actually. I guess I did show leader stats too. But now it just shows a random number. Does not obviously it does not add to the number. It'll just show a random number, any range. You don't have to use my range. The range of numbers. You can literally change this to this amount and it'll be fine. Look, now I can just change it to anything. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too big. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just delete a few numbers here. Or did I mess it up? Okay, no. You just don't do that much numbers. You can do this much numbers. It's good. Is this 1,000? It doesn't matter. But basically, what this is doing, I'm just gonna explain it because I'm at 12 minutes. Let's see, 12 minutes. I gotta finish this video. So I'm just gonna quickly explain it, just hopefully so you guys remember. I'm just gonna explain the whole entire code from the variable. So this variable is local to the script, and it is explaining. Well, not really explaining. It is like button. Button is what you want to. Is like the name of the variable, and then what the variable is this. Whatever object it is the parent of the script, which is the text button. Again, for this, same thing. And then that is the button. Text button activated is obviously when it's clicked. And then you connect this to a blank function. This function has no name, but in some scripts you would usually type player here, but that's only for some stuff. That when you do this, I'm pretty sure this is called an argument. So when you connect this to a blank script, blank function, this is what happens. But when you do a regular function, you can do this. You still have to name that. You have to name that function like output or something. But this function will not be called until something happens. So I have to call output right here or else it will not work. Or I can do the button activated. But that's the purpose of calling the blank function after this. Okay. So this is increasing the value. It's getting the old value of that and then increasing that value by 1. And then this is just changing the text. Easy. Text. So this is math. It's basically math is a bunch of numbers. Like ranging. It's basically infinite numbers. And then this is random numbers. And then you do not do that. So this would just choose a number between 1,000. I'm not even going to say that number. But yeah. And if you type out the function and don't press enter, like a normal human being, then you have to make sure you put that little bracket at the end. You push shift, bracket at the end, or else it doesn't work. You don't need to do that for functions like this. You don't need brackets like that. But yeah, bye.